So here we go. Remember, we are recording, so let's cut down these side conversations.
Are we recording right now?
We are recording right now.
Why did you start recording? Wait, where's the recording? Hey. I'm Google Class.
To the cloud?
Do you video our Zoom calls and go back and after and watch what we're doing?
That sounds awful.
If someone
If I walk over it, if something happens.
Yes.
goes like audio,
Like falls like the beach party.
Nothing can see you right now,
they can hear us.
but they can hear you right now.
Hey guys. Hi.
Alex and Elizabeth are on the Zoom. But I record the lesson so I can post it for people that may have been absent or may have been missed something. It's classifying triangles. We're going to have to cut off like 5 minutes of this video. That's okay. What? Right now.
When did you start recording?
About the time I walked over there, it was recording.
And you said we're now recording.
Yeah.
You said no recording?
You reacted to me saying that. All right, weirdos. So today we're talking about classifying triangles. So we've got two ways to classify a triangle, either by its angles or by its sides. So we've got four names when we're going by angles. If we've got three acute angles, what do you think the name of the triangle is? It's a cute triangle. So cute. I let her know. So it's an acute triangle. What about if it's got an obtuse angle? What do we call it? An obtuse triangle. You are very intelligent. What about when it's got a right angle? A right triangle. Not that there's a wrong one. No, they just always stare at me like you guys do.
Aren't they like really quiet?
Because they're all asleep. All right, and then our last one, isosceles is when we classify it by side.
What's the other one?
We're classifying by angles right now.
It's the one that
It's equiangular.
You want to finish the equal part?
Equiangular. Equiangular. Equiangular triangle. Equiangular.
That's a right triangle.
Okay. So, the biggest thing that trips you guys up is when they start stacking triangles on top of triangles. Yep. It messes with y'all's brains.
Oh, wait, no, I love these. Why do they do that?
Yeah, this is fun.
All right. So even if we aren't recording, remember, if you guys are talking, it makes it hard for the people online to hear. Thank you. So we've got triangle CDE. CDE, all vertices. What's a vertice? Yeah, where they come together, the point. And then we're going to go in order when we find them. So we're going to go in order of the name. So triangle CDE, we're going to outline it. So C to D, D, E, and then close it up C to E. Classifying by angles, what type of triangle is it? It's a right triangle. It seems what? I mean, the proofs are going to come back once we get back from fall break.
Get like a lot harder than that.
Sure.
No, like triangles.
What's geometry? The study of triangles?
Study triangles. Triangles are everywhere.
Hey, Ryan. What? Yeah.
Hey, remember, no side conversations, please. Thank you. All right, the next one. BCE. So we go B to C to E. What do you think? Obtuse. It's an obtuse triangle. How about A, B, E? So A, B, E. Equiangular, good. It's an equiangular triangle. BDE. So B to D, B to E. Obtuse? Yeah? And then lastly, CFE. What do you think? Acute.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we name them by angles. Not that bad.
I like it. We have a test on this.
Okay, we got a quiz on this. Next Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. Then it's Thursday.
Let's not do Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Yeah, I'm not with Tuesday.
Wait, why not Tuesday? I'm out
I want to get it out of the way.
So I guess you can take it Wednesday. All right, so now we're going to name them by their sides.
We don't have school.
Okay, so 3 congruent sides. Equilateral.
Isosceles.
It is an equilateral triangle when all 3 sides are congruent. What about when just 2 of the sides are congruent? At least 2.
Isosceles.
Isosceles. Yes. And then what about when it doesn't have any congruent sides? Scalene. She accidentally did the homework last night, so she knows all the answers. It is on my math lab.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what on that.
You should get a 100 on it, yes.
I get to like a 95% and then I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of them are 98.
You're leaving points on the table. That'll make a difference at the end.
But if it's worse, the extra minute to do it again.
The 1 minute to do it again? 1 point is worth 1 minute?
Few minutes.
Because you know what happens at the end of the semester? Coach, I'm at an 89. What could I do to get a 90? And then we go to your math labs, and it's like 92, 95, 90. All right. Side conversations, weirdos. JKM. Hey. JKM. Dude, stop talking. Thank you. Scalene. No congruent sides. Peter.
You know, the sides are equal at that same length by
The tick marks tell me if they're congruent. So each time I see a single tick, those three are all congruent. And then the double tick is congruent to the double tick.
Well, I thought there was one side. How do you know?
We don't know anything about those. If they don't tell us, we don't know. What about KLN? So we got KLN. How many congruent sides? Two. So what kind of triangle? Isosceles. Bless you. And the last one they tell us is JKN. So JKN, three congruent sides, so it is equilateral. Equilateral. Pick that. Now we're going to put it together. We're going to classify by its sides and its angles.
Well, I think I can get one.
Sure.
Can I go get one?
Sure.
Do I have extra stylus?
Sure. Take that one with you. All right.
Hey, give me one.
Number 9. That's not how it works. It is a right isosceles. Number 10. Why scaling?
Because there's no equal sign.
We don't know that there's any equal sides. Number 11. Equiangular, equilateral.
If a triangle is equiangular, will it always be equilateral?
Yep, it's a biconditional statement. A triangle is equiangular if and only if it is equilateral. You could do. Correct. Sure. Equiangular. I haven't found a shorthand word that makes it easier, but maybe you can.
Sounds better.
That blue piece, that's a test question. But last time I told you that everybody missed it on the test.
Wait, what? This what?
Truth value.
On this test? Maybe I'll be the one that didn't get it.
If you do, I'll give you 20 points.
Really?
Maybe not that many, that's a lot.
That'll go pretty good.
Maybe 5. I'll give you 5 bonus points.
What?
If she's the only one that gets the question right, I'll give her 5. In the whole first, third, and fifth period, yes.
They don't have any replacement. They're like out. So they give you a what? Silence.
He gave you a Post-it?
What does it say?
It says, I can't even read this, something Norris Chromebook stylus, I don't even know, he said it was an alternative.
No, it's hers broke.
No,
No, what?
I've actually looked at the English. I found it. Because I don't have to do anything in English today, all I have to do is sit back and watch the trial.
All right,
And go on my phone.
let's look at 15. Because they kind of take a little bit of what we did last unit and mix it in with what we're doing today. Hey, side conversations, weirdos. So PR bisects SRT. So what does it mean to bisect an angle?
Go in the middle.
What do you mean in the middle of it?
Be like that.
Half.
It cuts it in half.
Yeah.
So if one half is 30, what does the other half have to be? 30.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one piece of our given.
Hey, you're recording?
In the statement, it says PR bisects SRT.
PR.
And the next statement is U is the midpoint of RT. What's it mean to be the midpoint?
Oh, it's the middle, like the,
Middle. What's that mean?
like, each side is congruent.
It cuts it into two congruent segments. So TU is congruent to UR. So if UR is 8, what would TU be?
It's, wait, did I do?
8. What's wrong? On what?
So, would the,
So we just took the given information in the problem and applied it to our graph before we start talking about the triangles.
we have to make an imaginary line connecting to the,
Why?
why not?
I don't know why I'd want to make it more difficult.
What? I didn't know we had to do that.
No. I mean, you can if you want to, but I wouldn't
I
recommend it.
don't want to, I'm just saying.
All right, UQR. So UQR. Classified by angles and sides.
Choose I thought.
Y obtuse?
Because it's 120.
Okay, and Y isosceles?
And then that two sides.
Two congruent sides.
Do you feel like I saw?
Sure.
Oh, that's a better one.
That's an acute scaling.
Okay, I'll tell you better. I'll tell you better.
All right,
He looked at me.
RST.
Acute scaling.
RST.
That's like, that's congruent, because that side 16, the next side 16, and the next side.
Okay.
Equilateral,
Equiangular, equilateral.
That's the wrong line.
Equiangular, equilateral.
I'm putting equal as equilateral.
We need to shorten up the
SRQ. SRQ. What do you think, SRQ?
I think that's a right angle.
Right scaling.
I think you should go back to recording it, like, with the person.
I would like to, because you guys are not very good audience.
No.
PRT. PRT. Why isosceles?
That's daily there.
No.
So 8 plus 8
Oh, yeah.
makes it 16.
Good point.
Very good. They tried to trick you. Very, very sneaky. Obtuse. Isosceles. T, Q, U.
Yeah, it is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, I got confused because I started seeing numbers.
So are the numbers the same? The numbers aren't the same?
No, they are, yes.
So what do the tick marks equal? Tick marks mean 8, and then the one on the left says 8, so it's cool. We're good.
Oh, I was like.
see the
Okay. What's wrong, buddy? You don't know? And PQT. PQT.
Is it something scaling? Right scaling.
So I've heard 3 different ways.
It's right scaling because it's like the opposite, like a prominent is a right one. That's the one.
That's a vertical angle theorem.
So this
No way, the right daily.
is a vertical angle, which would make that a right angle. Or what do we know is true about lines that intersect and form a perpendicular angle?
That they're all right if one's right.
If one's right, they're all right. Look at you.
No, really smart today.
So, okay.
Until I think when.
So it's a right scaling.
What is that?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, tell me what
So the next thing we're talking about is the distance formula.
I'm gonna
Now, we will cover the distance formula way more in depth in Unit 7, but I'm introducing you in all of its glory right now.
Oh, I don't need an introduction. They're like that person I want to stay away from.
Yes, sir.
So we're doing the square root.
Let me write this whole thing down.
Please do.
It's gonna be on the test or not?
Yes,
It's gonna be on the quiz.
yes,
That?
yes,
Well, that, like, will we have like the equation on the quiz?
yes,
Okay, I was like, you don't have to.
yes.
Well, that's I'm not.
Sure.
He gives us all the formulas and like all the rules in the back of his test. He just doesn't.
Hello, Mom.
Yeah, Mom.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Like mine is.
Boys
All right, so we've got
No,
this.
just the X2 minus X1.
Yes. So it's the square root of the x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. I hope so. It really should be familiar.
The X2 minus X1 and the Y2 minus Y1 is basically what I remember getting the squares.
That's from slope.
Yeah, that's what it.
y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, slope.
Why is it so long? It should not.
It's about the same. It's so, I mean, it's not that long. It took up the whole box because I like drew out every single step.
Oh my God. I think I'm just
All right, let's look at number 23.
I'm gonna look at the completed notes.
What do you need?
I need the formula, go back over.
Oh, Peter.
It's actually really cold. It is.
I'm actually quite warm.
I think it's fine.
I think it feels
short.
very.
Does this carbon short come with installation?
Can we move on? Please?
All right, here we go. So, J, K, and L are the points they want me to find. J, K, L is a triangle, guys. So J, K, L. Just kidding. So we're going to find the lengths of JL, of JK, and of KL. Oh, Peter. All right, so let's find the length of JK first. So we got J is 1, -13. And K is 3, 3. Okay. All right, so I like to label it. So we got X1, Y1, X2, Y2. And that just keeps me from getting out of whack and getting all wonky. Yep. So now we can do our distance formula. Plug it in, plug it in. So 3 minus 1 squared plus 3 minus -13. Squared. Because there's a parentheses inside. What do you mean what? Right. You're 1000% correct, madam. So now that we see that we've got a minus minus, it becomes a what? Plus plus. Hey-o. Oh, Peter. Is mine straight enough for you? That, not these ones. That's just me. Harry Wizard. Not these. All right, so 3 minus 1 is? 3 plus 13 is? 16. 3 squared? Or 2 squared, my bad. So? 16 squared? Down, 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 down. 256?
Yeah.
456? 260. Now, generally, we would keep going. We'd simplify, or we'd do a square root and get a decimal. But for the sake of today's argument, we can stop right there.
Really?
For real.
Later on in the chapter, are we gonna like?
When we get into using the distance formula later, yes.
So then the distance of JK.
The distance of JK is the square root of 260.
So do we write that on the triangle?
Not yet. Oh, you could if you want. You want to do that? 260. 260. Down like a clown, Charlie Brown. Now let's do it for JL. Okay. So J is 113. And L is 10, negative 6. I like doing math. It's weird to think that you enjoy doing something.
10 minus 1 and negative 6 minus negative 13, so negative 6 plus.
So we got x1, y1, x2, y2. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm trying to draw it out for everybody. So we got 10 minus 1 squared, and then negative 6 minus negative 13. There's a lot of negatives happening.
Why are there brackets?
Because there's a parenthesis inside. She was still writing the problem because it wasn't straight enough for her. So when we got a negative negative, we make a plus plus. Ten minus 1 is 9. Negative 6 plus 13. 7. Negative 9 squared, or just 9. 81. 7 squared, 49. 81 plus 49. 130. So our answer is the square root of 130. And then our last side is KL. There's 3. Wait till we got to do this on an octagon. Or a dodecahedron.
That's
20-sided die. 20-sided.
20-sided.
Yes, 20-sided. It's in Dungeons and Dragons.
I was thinking the D&D community is dead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
All right, K and L. So K is 3, 3. L is 10, negative 6. So X1, Y1, X2, Y2. All right, here we go. Another adventure down the Distance Formula Express. So we got 10 minus 3 squared plus negative 6 minus 3 squared. Ten minus 3? 7. Negative 6 minus 3? Negative 9. Seven squared? Negative 9 squared? 81. Anytime you square a negative number, it becomes positive. Negative 6 minus 3. Signs are the same, so we add them and keep the signs. And then 49 plus 81? 130. So what type of triangle is it? Why? Isosceles. So that's the distance formula.
Can you zoom in? I don't like single focus. Giving me a.
It's in perfect color coordination.
Oh my gosh, you don't let me say.
This does?
Like looking at that, it makes me want to cry.
There's going to be times in Algebra 2 when the problem takes up the entire board.
No, that's not okay.
I'm not.
You must be so bored to like to sit around and be like, let me figure out this math problem that's like on my chalkboard.
Hey, I've never used a chalkboard. I'm not that old, guys. All right. Now let's do some algebra with our triangles. Because tomorrow we need to talk about angles of triangles.
How about a break?
Yeah.
No?
What'd you do?
Yes. All right. It says ABC is an equilateral triangle.
That means, oh wait, so you do 3x plus 1 equals 49.
That means they're all congruent.
Sorry, I don't like it.
We could, if we needed to, set them all equal to each other.
So you can draw a little.
I'll put a tick mark on there so we know. So we're going to do two different equations. I need to solve for x and solve for y.
3x plus 1 equals 49.
3x plus 1 equals 49. What do you want to do first? Subtract 1 from both sides.
What's the reason
3x equals 48.
16.
Divide both sides by 3, so equals 16. All right, and then what's our other equation we can set up? 18y minus 41 equals 49. Add 41 to both sides. ATY equals 90. Oh no! Why does it like to do that? Today? Okay.
I was kind of confused on a few problems.
All right.
Well,
Might have been the one that you said I'd get 500 points on.
I mean, to be fair, my math lab review was the test.
I did really good on that.
I think I did, yeah.
It went in the same order and everything.
I do good.
You'll have a different test. Why is 5?
I'm sure, did I do good?
I don't know,
Like on the math one,
How do you not know?
because I haven't graded them yet.
Oh, they said they'll be in today.
They will be in today.
Ain't gonna grade all of them.
I usually do grade them all in one day,
Yeah, for a quick period.
because I don't like just waiting for stuff to get done. I just rather get it done.
That's good. Once I start something, you gotta finish it.
Yes. All right, let's look at number 4.
That's why I wait till the last minute to go.
don't all of the sides add up.
I can't like.
No, sides don't add up to anything.
All of the angles.
That's angles tomorrow. Correct.
We're gonna get a protractor?
No. All right, number 4. Now our triangle is isosceles. What is an isosceles triangle? Two sides are congruent. Which two sides? DE and EF. So we're going to set those two sides equal to each other. DE and EF, we're going to set those two sides equal to each other because they don't necessarily equal DF.
How do you know what they're?
What do you mean? That right there.
I know, but how do you find them then?
Let's solve for x by making an equation.
What do you do? 8x minus 13 equals.
8x minus 13 equals 5x plus 17. Yes, ma'am.
I like this a lot better.
Okay. I told y'all that was a hard unit. Yeah.
And that's the hardest unit for the whole.
Yes.
Really?
For the whole school year.
We're done with the hardest
Yeah.
unit of the whole year?
Get it out of the way.
Yay! I'm very happy now.
I'm not. Okay, I'll make the rest of them harder if you want me to. All right, so we're going to subtract 5x from both sides.
Okay, so you want to combine your,
I can't combine any like terms.
the x,
You want to get your x by themselves, yes. 3x minus 13 equals 17. What are we doing next? Add 13.
I heard 13, there were 13, and then
3x equals 30. Divide both sides by 3. Hey, stop. X equals 10.
how did we get that?
What? Now that we know what x equals, we can find out the length of our sides. So you can find EF or DF, it doesn't matter. Or EF or DE, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go DE. So DE's measurement right now is what? 8x minus 13. But what piece of crucial information do we know now? X equals 10, so we're going to substitute 10 in for x. 8 times 10 is 80. 80 minus 13 is 67. I don't need to find EF because I know that's what it's going to be. And then DF is x plus 21. So 10 plus 21.